Morning, namaste. I had somebody yesterday ask for a video, so I'm going to read what their question is. Namaste, may I ask for a video about Maya, and why is it at all necessary in the universe? I mean, why does it exist anyway, since we're all seeking oneness with God? Well, not everyone is seeking oneness with God. A lot of people are not at all on a spiritual path. They have no intention of it at the moment. The only thing they're concerned with is their own ego and their own drama and their own worldview, etc. But I would look at it this way as well. In the beginning, and I'll use a Bible reference because it just happens to work much better as an explanation for this than any other one that I can come up with at the moment. In the beginning, you had Adam and Eve, and they were in the garden, okay? And they were both, if you remember, they were both naked, and they were happy, and everything was going great. And God said, you can have every tree, you can eat of every fruit of every tree, except for do not take anything from the fruit of the tree of knowledge. Okay? But they wanted to know, what was it they wanted to know? Their burning question was, all they had was good, remember, at that time. They were taken care of, they were healthy, they were happy, they were innocent. Okay? What happened that they wanted the tree of good and evil, the tree of knowledge? They wanted to know good from evil. Okay? That's what they wanted to know. They wanted to have that experience. Okay? So they took from the tree, and what happened? God came, and all of a sudden they're going, I'm naked. And God's going, and you know that how? Okay, so again they made the snake the scapegoat and said this snake was this Satan one, and said, you know, how can he keep that tree from you? You know, this is the first of the ego spin. How can that tree be kept from you? That one, you know, what is God keeping from you? What is it, you know? And so basically ego rose up and wanted to have that experience of knowing one from another. They wanted to have that polarization. They wanted to have that experience. Okay, so they could know really kind of what is good and what's not good, etc., etc. They wanted to have a polarizing experience. And so Maya is in place. Okay. But remember, in the center, in the very purest state, that Maya does not exist. The reality runs like a thread through all of Maya, the illusion, the delusion. So again, all these things will pass away eventually. Okay. But they wanted to they wanted to have the experience of what is out there, you know, to, who knows why they wanted to, but that's simply what is said, that they wanted the experience. Okay. So now we have that experience, you know, and it's like the further one goes away, it's kind of like a thing that goes out and it gets to this end and goes, ooh, that's not, and then it goes back again, you know. So you start out, you know, very close in, you know, one with God, etc. Then one goes out and gets further pulled away into this ego. One gets out here and finds out ego is suffering. Okay. The illusion delusion is too much. One's suffering, then one gets this wake-up call and then starts looking for their way back to God, to one, to that is. Okay, so again, not everyone is looking for oneness. Just simply not happening. In fact, many fight against it. You know, many people fight against it. They want to be the only one. They do not want, there are a lot of atheists in the world. There are a lot of people that don't believe, you know, in God. They don't believe in any of that. You know, they're not looking for anything at the moment, except for how to make their life spin better. Okay, so that's why we have Maya in the world, because not everyone wants the truth. Not everyone wants that singular truth. Too many people are caught up in the experience. Like I said, very few actually want realization, to actually go beyond Maya. Most people just want to know how to create a better Maya realm, a better illusion, a better delusion, where their ego is more in control, okay, rather than the deconstruction of ego into realization, or that singular is. Okay, not knowing that when one enters that singular in, one is spit back out as the play of God. But people don't know that, so they fear that and think that they are going to lose something. Okay, so they don't want to go forward to realization. I hope this has answered it in somewhat some way for you. Yeah, Maya is a very tough one to try to explain. Well, why is it then? Why do we have Maya? Okay. If you knew it was all an illusion and delusion, you wouldn't have your lessons. You wouldn't learn. You wouldn't have that those experiences. Okay. And for whatever reason, we need to have those experiences. Like I said, you know, without pain, you don't understand the benefit of not having it unless you've had that experience. Without suffering, one doesn't understand the beauty of moksha. Okay? Without the mind play, one doesn't understand the beauty of not having it. One sets up the dichotomy for the other one. Okay? Eventually, one says, oh, okay, I get it now. I don't need those things to shed light on this. Okay, I'm very content to just stay within within the light, within that. I don't need. It's like, why do some women chase bad boys? Okay, there are a lot of women that are very consumed with being with somebody without integrity. Why are they so consumed with being with them? Okay. They haven't learned the lesson. They think they're more dynamic, they're more exciting, there's more, you know. Okay. They're still in that skewed identification. There's something to be said, and one comes to a point of appreciation for the good. They don't need any more of the bad boys, that type of excitement. Okay, one understands what that is and what it's not, and is very happy to let go of all that drama. But anyway, again, you know, Maya is in place, the illusion is in place, the drama is in place so that you can play out your soap opera on the screen, and eventually we have the option to go beyond the soap opera, to break through it to the reality. Okay, we can let the soap opera go, we can go to the reality and get rid of that spin that's on everything. You know, really, energy is neutral. in its usual form. It's the mind that puts the spin on it, whether it is negative or whether it is positive. Okay. Whether one is using it for a beneficial purpose or whether one is not, and it's set up as ego drama. Okay. That mind spin, identification of it, makes it to be what it is, positive or negative. If it's used to enslave, it's negative. If it's used to free, it's positive. Okay, we have positive, negatives, depending on the spin one puts on it. But when these energies come towards you, again, you can mitigate it by not putting the spin, by not giving it energy to let it die down. Okay. So I hope we're understanding where that's going. Okay. Anyway, I hope that everyone is having a wonderful day. Try to stay in the reality as much as possible and get rid of the illusion and delusion of Maya, the spin, the drama, the knee-jerk reactions, etc., and come to a more centered, and hopefully you are at the point of going in and finding out the reality from the illusion. Okay, namaste. Thank you.